Hey you all, it's your girl Ashley Rochelle, and we're here to chat, okay? You have to be delusional about what you want. And you know I got a small wrist, so the watch is definitely gonna keep turning. And I put another hole up in here, and it's just whatever. My wrist's been that way like my whole life. If you know me in real life, you know. It's actually a little nickname. But skinny wrist. Um, quick conversation. You gotta be delusional about what you want. You have to be delusional. There are so many people around you, parents, friends, lovers, coworkers, uh, so many people around you who do not think you are worthy of what you want. And if you stop and look at your life and you sit with yourself for a few minutes and you look around and say, is this the life that I really want? You'll know if you have people around you who think you're worthy of what you want. Because your life will be the way that you truly want it to be, or you'd be on the path of going there, which is still a success. Aiming for what you want is a success no matter what. I knew from a young age that I wanted to own a business. My grandmother owned a clothing store in Woodbridge, Connecticut, where I grew up. And predominantly Caucasian neighborhood, like upper middle class. And my grandmother, coming from the projects, Clinton projects, bought a house on the borderline of Woodbridge and New Haven. My grandmother's family is we're from Connecticut. And my grandmother moved back out there, bought a house on a borderline of Woodbridge and New Haven. And she wound up opening the store on Whaley Avenue in New Haven. And if you know New Haven, Whaley, Dixwell, these are, these streets, okay? My grandmother owned a store, and she was the only brown-skinned person over there who owned a store. And I went to dance school, and we went to a Caucasian school, but my grandmother kept us very much involved in our community. Church, dance. I went to our people owned dance school. Studied ballet, tap, jazz, hip hop, you name it. Was in all kinds of plays, everything. I knew I wanted to own a business. My grandmother owned a store. I remember coming back to New York multiple times on the West Side Highway, going to 23rd Street. She's going to go pick up clothes, the hats. My grandmother owned a store where she sold, church clothes, I guess you would say. And I knew from young that I wanted something of my own. I didn't want to work for someone else. I wanted to work the way I wanted to work. And programming from birth, a lot of us, literally from when the time we come out of our mother, we lose our worth. A child kind of still keeps that innocence. This is why they say, I'm going to get a unicorn, and I'm going to fly over the moon, and I'm going to do this and that, and they're very true to what they want. And somehow along the way, other people and circumstances, they lose that in them. Most likely, all of us have said, you know what, I'm going to go up and I'm going to go be a, basketball player, and I'm going to go be an actress. I'm going to do this and that and that and that and that. A lot of us are not living the lives that we said we wanted to live. And that's because we did not know our worth. And the people around you did not know your worth because they would have pushed you to do what you wanted to do. And you would have pushed yourself regardless of who was around you because you know your self-worth. I forgot my self-worth. And baby, she's back. So that's why we have Ashley's Handmade Soaps.